It's a cold winter day. You're looking for something hearty and delicious to fill your stomach and warm your soul. Today I'm going to show you to make the most delicious chili that's sure to win your chili cook-off and bring a smile to the face of anyone who eats it. We're going to top our chili with fresh slices of jalapeno, cilantro, a little bit of fresh lime, and after that we're going to smother it in cheese and sour cream, because you know it wouldn't be an American chili if we didn't overflow the cup with topping. Hey friends, welcome back. Vince here. I got a delicious homemade chili recipe for you, one that's sure to impress. We got a secret ingredient that's going to take things up a notch, and we got amazing, delicious San Marzano tomatoes, some fresh jalapeno, onion, garlic, shallot, hot sauce, and you know I'm from PA, so instead of using beef stock, we got some Yuengling Lager that's really just going to give this some nice, rich, delicious beer flavor. Whew. Everyone's going to love it. So there's a lot of controversy when it comes to beans and chili. I spent a few years living in Texas, and I know Texans feel super strongly about this. No beans in chili, no beans in chili. But today it's snowy outside in Pennsylvania, it's cold, so, you know, I'm putting beans in my chili, baby. I've always done it. It's the way I like to do it. Feel free to not put beans in your chili, but you're just wrong. Friends, if you haven't already, I ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I make new videos on Thursdays and Sundays. So chili's super simple. It honestly couldn't be easier, but I got a few special ingredients that are going to take this to a whole new level. So stick around, let me show you everything you're going to need. So first of all, we're obviously going to need some meat. I like to use 80-20. You also can add in some bacon, sausage, steak, chorizo, but you got to have beef. So I love doing chili with multiple different types of meat, but today I'm just using beef. As a result, I got 3 pounds of beef. If you want to mix it up, add steak and bacon, you could do 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds of beef, and then 1 pound or 2 of your favorite second meat. I have 1 lime that I've chopped up, 1 can of black and red kidney beans. I have all the spices that I'm going to use for our chili already on a plate. I have all of them in the description below for you. I got this Pluck spicy seasoning blend. So what is this? You probably haven't seen this before. So this is actually an organ meat seasoning blend. So this actually has grass-fed organs mixed in with the seasoning, and it's delicious. I like to use it on bacon and on eggs, and today we're going to be kicking up our chili with it. We have 1 green pepper that we've diced, 1 shallot that we've diced, along with 2 regular yellow onions, small ones. We have 2 jalapenos that we've diced, and I've kept a couple of slices for garnish at the end. We got 5 cloves of garlic. We have some chopped tomatoes, tomato paste, and some San Marzano tomatoes. That's going to give us delicious, rich tomato flavor. And we're going to top this off with a little Cholula and Yuengling Lager. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our pot, we're going to get it nice and hot with a little olive oil, and we're going to toss in our shallots and our onion. So we're just going to sweat these down for a few minutes so they get nice and translucent. Alright, so now that we got our onions nice and translucent, we're going to come in with 3 pounds of ground beef. Take a little time and just break down the beef. You want to get it nice and browned. Okay guys, so we've had a chance to brown our beef most of the way, so it's time to come in with some jalapeno and some green pepper. Now that we got our peppers in, we're going to mix it all up with our meat and our onion. Alright, you know we don't got enough greens, so we're going to hit it with a little bit of cilantro. Alright, so we got salt, pepper, chili powder, garlic powder, red pepper, onion powder, oregano, cumin. So I have a list of all the spices down below and their measurements. So we're going to get that in there too. And finally, we got our secret seasoning. Some Pluck spicy grass-fed organ seasoning. We're just going to hit it with a little bit of that Pluck spicy all over the top. Now that we got all of our spices in there, we're going to mix everything on up. Give that cilantro, that Pluck spicy, the salt, the pepper, the bay leaf. Get everything moving and grooving, baby. All right, now that we got all of our seasonings and our peppers in there, we're going to add in our garlic. Next, we're going to come in with some tomato products. I got some Italian chopped tomatoes. So I love these because they ain't got nothing else in them. You know, you go over to the ingredients. What does that say? It says one thing: tomatoes. So we're we're just gonna get that all in there. And then we're also gonna use some San Marzano tomatoes as well. Now these San Marzanos are a little bit chunkier, so I'm actually gonna use this meat masher. And don't worry, they're gonna break down. You don't see a lot of people using San Marzanos in chili because, you know, a lot of people like to use diced because they're already, you know, already diced on up. But I love the flavor of San Marzanos. I like to use them for my meatballs, my pasta sauce. And don't forget to hit it with a little bit of your favorite hot sauce. I'm a Cholula nut. We're also gonna need a little bit of tomato paste. I'm gonna start with 3 heaping spoonfuls. If we wanna thicken up our chili, we can add some more later, but this is a great place to start. Now, if you're from Texas, this is probably where you'd stop. You tell me, Vince, no beans, but we're in Pennsylvania, baby, we're adding beans. Crack open a Yuengling, pour a little bit right into our chili. If you're anything like me, you got just enough space that everything's not overflowing, so I thought about doing 3 types of beans for this, but I had a feeling that if I did, I'd run out of room, and looking at this, I was right. So we're gonna let those beans absorb all that delicious flavor, the beef, the garlic, the tomato. All right, our chili's been simmering for 90 minutes, and we got the perfect consistency. Look at how, it's thick, but it's not clumpy. We got plenty of juices in there. We got a great mixture, great ratio of beans and meat, jalapeno, onion. All right, first, we're gonna take just a little bit of fresh jalapeno, the ones that we sliced up. Next, grab some cilantro or some green onion, dealer's choice. Grab a lime wedge, stick it in on the side. Now you're gonna grab your favorite cheese. I love to use cheddar cheese for my chili. It really complements the heat perfectly. It balances everything out and gives a delicious cheesy flavor. And finally, a little bit of sour cream, dollop right over the top. 1, 2, maybe 3 corn tortilla chips. Give you a little scoop, a little crunch, a little bit of texture that rounds everything out just the way we want. All right, y'all, I've been thinking about this all day, so I'm gonna dive right in. You see that steam just coming off? Cheers. Oh my God. You get a little bit of that sour cream with the slice of fresh challah. Ooh. Oh, this is good stuff. And you know, my favorite thing about chili is it's better the next day. So if it's this good now, I can't imagine how good it's going to be tomorrow. And you get either a little cornbread or, like I do today, a little tortilla chip for that crunch. Now, if you want to follow along with this recipe, you want to try that Pluck Spicy, I got a referral link down below. It supports the channel. You know, definitely appreciate it. Appreciate you just watching. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you try this recipe and you make your own chili and you try some of the flavors that I like to use. So, until next time, cheers, guys.